I really felt like my left ear was just clogged. I mean, I couldn't tell if it was just wax or anything else that was in there. And I was beginning to panic because I tried the natural things just to clear the air. And I didn't seem that there was any progress at all with that. And there was no hearing. My right ear was fine, but there was no hearing at all on my left ear. And I was totally panicked. Kind of the standard, to put my finger in one ear and kind of just tried to hear what I could hear at that point in time. Just kind of listening to the volume on the TV and testing it kind of in a formal way with the telephone. I couldn't even hear anything with the telephone on my left ear. I had to move the telephone to my right ear to hear anything. And again, that just created more anxiety and more panic at that point in time. And I knew I just had to do something. All of the normal processes and procedures that I normally do were not going to work. I knew I was going out of town, and because of that, I made a quick appointment with my general practitioner. And I figured, well, let's just see what this is. Maybe this is something simple. And she really, gave me the normal, kind of checkup with this, but couldn't really identify what it was. We went through a number of processes of testing it, and immediately put me on a medication, a oral steroid for it. And then I was out of town for a couple days, and nothing improved at that point in time. And I had a little bit of a false impression. I figured, okay, you take the medication, within 2 days, like a cold or something, you're going to begin to feel some change in results with this. The problem was there was nothing at all during this. And I was speaking at a conference at the time, no hearing, nothing. It was hard to interact with people. And but she also recommended coming here, and I made an appointment first thing when I got back from the conference, and I was able to get in immediately. And then we could talk about really creating a more aggressive procedure to try to treat it. I really just searched sudden hearing loss, which also created a panic, even more so, because the things that I found actually were very good. I mean, it almost had the symptoms down cold. But the thing that it kept on repeating is, if you did not respond to this immediately, the chances of getting any hearing back were nil. And no matter which one of these I read, it just created more and more fear. So the urgency to come in to do something to really get aggressive with this was driven home. I mean, and it wasn't just me. My wife was just all over the internet that whole weekend that I was gone, and we knew we had to do something as quickly as possible. Well, the treatment that I had was injections into the ear with another steroidal injection, and it was frightening. There's no question about that. But I also went with the idea that I didn't care what the treatment plan was. If this was going to be the best treatment to give me the best probability of getting some of my hearing or all my hearing back, I didn't care what was going to happen. For that period of time, and those injections lasted for probably about 3 weeks, and I had 5 series of injections. I'm an impatient person, so I wanted, to see progress. I wanted to see something change, and everybody I talked to here, was very good, but they said it's going to take time. You need to, let it take its course, and if it is going to change, it's going to change over a period of time, and just be patient with it. Don't, there's nothing you can do to rush it. So, just, kind of let it run its course. Yeah. Well, as of today, we ran through another hearing test, and basically my left ear is back to almost 100%. And I am just, very thankful to everyone here and, God above, basically. The biggest advice that I could say to everyone is if this does happen to you, I mean, go through your normal process, clean your ears and see if you can find it, but don't wait. Don't wait a minute, don't take a chance, get in, go see somebody. The longer you wait, the bigger risk you have, and I know it seems like it might be simple, but don't take any chances. I mean, I was very, very lucky, and I don't know how I could, ever get it back again from where I am. So.